And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Stadium for continued coverage here on a grand final day for 2025. We have a slew of matches here for you on the grand final day. Just had the under-13s, Navy versus Northcote Lions. Navy coming out victors in that one in the 9 a.m. game. Congratulations, Navy, and down the 13 division. Coming up here is the under-15 boys grand final. Northcote Mets taking on the East Coast Bays Small Sox later today at 12:30. The reserve women's will be the Bandits Kudichi taking on East Coast Bays at 12:30. Reserve men will be Northcote Kings taking on East Coast Bays. That one's scheduled for 2:30. Then the big boys are in the house. Northcote Maroon taking on the Waitakere Bears. That one's scheduled for 4:30 p.m. this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the grand final of the under-15 boys. Northcote Mets taking on the East Coast Bays Small Sox here this morning. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. And joining me in the booth later will be Craig Fuller when he gets out of bed. And we'll bring him into the booth when he comes. Just underway in the top of the first innings, one out as we saw from tying jury. Let's give you those lineups for the two teams so I can slide them in for you. Here, got two very good lineups set to rock and roll in the grand final. And looking forward to a fantastic grand final indeed. So, one away, top of the first innings. And offensively for Northcote, it was Tiger Jury leading off, and then Journey Murray batting now. Solomon Hibbert will be hitting in the 3 spot. Fletcher Irwine clean up today. Asher Manu will be catching. And you see Jesse Donald, Quinn Brooker, Yondre Botha. And rounding out the batting order was Kobe Manu for the under-15 Northcote Mets here today. Defensively for East Coast Bays are fantastic. Left to right in the outfield, Wilbur Connington is at left. Centre is Jack Regan. Right field today is Nathan. And hot corner third base, Joash Murray. Shortstop today for the East Coast Bays side is Archie Dew. At second base is Connor McKissick. First base is Cooper Atkins, the slugger. Behind the dish, doing the catching for East Coast Bays is Cohen McDonough. And on the hill is young Caleb Taylor for East Coast Bays. Top of the first innings action. This one's up top. Runner down at first base. There's your shortstop today for East Coast Bays, young Archie Dew. Fantastic young man. As you can see, there's a runner at first base here. And down there is Jenny Lee Murray. So, early base traffic here for Northcote. This one just outside. And that'll be a walk issued to Hibbert. So down to first base he goes. And then I'll bring up the big banger, first baseman, Fletcher Irvine. Boy, oh boy, has he brought his game this season, young Fletcher Irvine. And this one just goes foul. Little bunt attempt, one away here on the top of the first innings. Under 15 boys grand final. Of course, he's worked their season all the way to get to this big show. And they deservedly to be here now. And the swing just flicks this one off foul. Just can't quite keep up to that one. Okay, Taylor continues on the hill here And a hard hit ball by Fletcher. He continues his torrid hitting, and that'll plate the first run of the ball game here in the top of the first innings. So early success for Northcote here as they are working their way through this one. And you see Fletcher Irvine, boy, he just punishes this one up the middle. And that'll plate their first run of the ball game. Asher Manu now. Swings at the first pitch. 4 under 13 players in this Northcote side today. Just come off that loss to Navy. Congratulations, Navy 2025 North Harbour champions. And Manu, he punches one up the middle too. They'll get one, maybe look to score 2 here. And coming home, and he will score. And so the job done here for Northcote as they get early success in this game. Manu just on the back end, bottom of it. And it was the second run that came in, apologies. So 2 runs to 0 now. Northcote in the lead, and that'll bring up to bat Jesse Donald, the starting shortstop for Northcote. So 2 balls and 1 strike as Irvine watching on from third base. Drove in the first run for Northcote. Donald leans forward. This one just grabs the top of the zone. That'll level it up 2-2 now. Herb Taylor just bending that one around. And there's a good patch to finish it off for the second out. In Main Street. So 2 away here. And that'll bring up the bat their third baseman, Quinn Brooker. And with 2 away, they'll change the catcher. It'll be Donald to go out to run for Manu at second base. So 2 runners in scoring position here for Northcote. And Brooker with a chance to try and maximise the lead here in the top of the first innings. Taylor, there's his third baseman. Yuanash Murray watching on. This one down low. So hitters count now for Brooker with 2 runners in scoring position here. Top of the first innings of the grand final. Bends this one in to full the count now. Swing and a miss, and a foul tips off though. So he'll get a chance to have another go at this one, will Brooker. You see just makes contact. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch on the outside edge is good from Caleb Taylor to take care of business. But it's not before Northcote pick up 2 runs here in the top of the first innings. We've got plenty more actions in the lineup to come in the bottom of the first in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Bottom of the first innings action. And let's have a look at the defensive lineup for Northcote for you. Left to right in the outfield, Andre Botha. At centre today is generally Murray. Right fielder for the Northcote side is Kobe Manu. Hot on the third base is Quinn Brooker. Starting shortstop is Jesse Donald, paired up the middle with tying a jury at second base. First base is Fletcher Irvine. Behind the dish doing the catching is Asher Manu, and on the hill is Solomon Hibbert. Offensively for the East Coast Bays under 15 team, the Small Sox, I believe they're called. It is Connor McKissick leading off, followed by Joash Murray, Caleb Taylor and Cooper Adkin. They are the power in the batting order for this East Coast side. Watch out for them. Cooper Coddington will be hitting 5 today. Archie Drew, Jack Regan, followed by Nathan Gobler and Colin McDonald with Liam Bozard on the bench as required when required. Well, those are your 2 lineups for the grand final. Bottom of the first innings action, Northcote struck for 2 runs in the top of the first. And East Coast Bays, Small Sox will send up Connor McKissick to lead off here against Big Tall Timber. That is Solomon Hibbert. His pitch is just outside. Solomon Hibbert, boy oh boy, these kids don't stop growing. He's got to be getting close to the top end of 5, maybe getting close to 6 now foot. And remember, the kid's 14 years of age. Looks promising. And Colin McKissick, he has been in and around the softball all his life. North Harbour representative from a young age, McKissick. He's a quality young man and a quality player. This pitch just outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike. East Coast Bays supporters are in the house. Yeah, they always come in droves, does East Coast Bays. And they'll see that walk issued to McKissick to start the bottom of the first innings. So an early base runner on here. Brings up the bat here for East Coast Bays. Throw off the 1. And safely in. Joash Murray here, starting third baseman. Shows bunt. Whistle's outside, runners running. And the throw's down, just comes loose. So McKissick picks up an extra 60 feet of real estate. A long reach there for Manu. 1 bounce, can't quite secure it. No slide required from McKissick. So 2 balls, no strikes here. Runner in scoring position now. And this one just over the top. There's Jesse Donald, the outstanding young athlete. Starting shortstop for Northcote here in the grand final. And this one sails away. So back-to-back walks here for East Coast Bays to get underway in the bottom of the first innings. And you can chance for Hibbert to just, regather, start again. They bring up to bat now. Caleb Taylor, starting pitcher for East Coast Bays. First pitch to him is through the top of the zone. The runner will go to third base, defensive indifference. So runners in the corners now. This one comes through. They'll allow that runner to go down to second base. No need to play him in this situation. So 2 runners in scoring position though for East Coast Bays. No outs here in the bottom of the first innings. This one's taken up top. Two strikes. Race pitcher up top. Mixing it in. Asher Manu caught and pitched the under 13s game. Now backs it up for the 15 Northcote Mets. This one gets away, running, looking to come home. And they will score here, East Coast Bays. And they get their first run of the grand final. One just over the top and all the way back from in the hole 0-2 to pick up a walk does Taylor. So 3 walks here to start off this bottom of the innings. The runners in the corners with no outs. Cooper Atkins. Runner will go down to second base unopposed. See a good exchange between Tajanga from Northcote and young Caleb Taylor from East Coast Bays. This one fouls off. So 1-1 the count now. Cooper Atkins, the big banger in the team. Big opportunity now. This one misses inside. Oh, I see the late shift's just arrived in the booth. Pretty sure he was coming in to help in the 9 o'clock game because his girlfriend was working it. Oh no. Change of direction. 2-2 the count here on Atkins. No outs. And that one comes through the zone. They try a pick off, and they've got him in a rundown play now. And East Coast Bays will score. Just what the doctor ordered in a blink of an eye. East Coast Bays have tied this puppy up. You can see in the replay here, they get the strikeout first. And then something's going to happen with the rundown play. We'll come back to that rundown play and we'll get an opportunity. And we might have to take a quick look now. You see there, just forcing a couple of throws. East Coast Bays come in and lock this baby up. So it comes through the zone on Wilbur Cognington now. One away. This one sails through the zone to make the out. The second out here of the innings. So all level up at 2 runs apiece now. That'll bring up the bat Archie Jew. This pitch is away, looking to come in. Oh, no, hesitate and pop their way back. The 2 runs apiece here. This one's up top, can't quite land. So 2 balls to Jew. Sun down low, looking to come home this time. They're in the rundown. Second rundown play of the innings. And he's safe. Caleb Taylor, twinkle toes. Caleb Taylor gets him lured into the throws. And then he's like, you know what? Catch me if you can. As he'll force one throw there. Two throws back that way. And then right at the end here, I'll just twinkle toes my foot in. And safely in does Caleb Taylor. And a walk issued to Jew. Fourth walk of the innings here. All locked up at 2 runs apiece. Jew is a threat to run, so he'll go from first base at some stage early. So bottom of the first innings, all locked up at 2 apiece, and a chance for new batter in now, Regan. Jack Regan. He watches the first pitch just outside. Got a good umpiring crew here in this one. As we see Jack Regan getting himself ready to rock and roll. This one down low. Runner goes to second base. As I mentioned, we've got a good umpiring crew here today. And our umpires there at third base, you can see this young Joey Zhang. Mike McCall over at first base. And behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes, is umpire Marsho. Slow ground, a tough play. Skips through the 5-6 hole. One comes in for East Coast base. Looking to add a second. The throw home, and he will score as well. East Coast base now with an opportunity. They could score this one as well. Here he comes. And it's a celebration for East Coast Bays as 3 runs score in the havoc of the connection off the bat from Jack Regan to get her done. Couldn't have been better for East Coast Bays. That's for sure here, as you see on the Beyond the Dugout instant replay. The ground ball skips through the 5-6 hole. One comes in, captured beautifully by a switcher on the home plate camera. And the throw from Jury just not in time. They'll score a second. They then try to get the runner. No one covering at home and in the outfield. And on the throw to the outfield, that allow Regan to skid all the way around. So 3 runs score in the play. A big innings here for East Coast Base. Nathan now. I believe it's Grobbler up to bat. One the count on the right fielder from East Coast Base. Can't catch up to the heat of that one on the top of the zone. This one pulls through the zone, and they will get the third out here, but it's not before East Coast Bays come marching in the bottom of the first innings on the back of 4 walks. And I think 1 hit, to be fair. And they now lead the ball game 5 runs to 2. We'll be back with more action in the grand final in just a moment. And the under-15 boys, East Coast Bays leading at the moment. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on grand final day. So the under 15s are up now. Northcote taking on East Coast Bays. East Coast Bays will lead 5 runs to 2. Top of the second innings. It'll be Andre Boza who will lead off, followed by Kobe Muddy. Then top of the shop, tying a jury 1, 2, 3 here for the Northcote lads. 1-1 the count now. This one comes through the zone. And this one comes on the outside edge and perfectly placed there from Caleb Taylor. When he's needed it, he has found it here today. So 1 away, and we'll hand it over to Kobe Money, the starting right fielder for Northcote. Younger brother of Asher, who's the starting catcher, is Kobe. Swing and a miss, just can't quite keep up to that one. This one dunks in, and that location from Caleb Taylor is perfect. Down and away, just nipping the edge of the strike zone. Couldn't be any better, I tell you. Here's that pitch of what I'm talking about here. Just perfectly placed on the outside edge. If he can stay there all day, he's going to be very tough to beat, Caleb Taylor. This one's outside. Tying a jury now. Top of the shot for Northcote. 2 away here, top of the second. This one pops up, and nice little nifty catch there from East Coast Bays. It's a quick 1, 2, 3 innings at the top of the second innings. More action to come when we come back. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a goodie. It's the grand final of the under 15 boys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the grand final of the under 15 matchup. East Coast Bays Small Sox taking on the Northcote Met side here. East Coast Bays leading 5 runs to 2 at this point. And they'll send up the bat here. Number 90, Cohen McDonough, the catcher. to lead off. He'll be followed by top of the shop, Connor McKissick and Josh Murray. 1, 2, and 3. One and one the count now. That's just inside off the edge. A 2 and 1 the count. Beautiful day here locally. As you can see here, simply outstanding. This one down low. So walk issue to the number 9 hitter, McConaughey. McDonough, sorry. Top of the shot, Connor McKissick. Beautiful day here locally, 20 degrees Celsius at the park. Not a breath of wind in the sky and sunshine forever. This one fouls off. Solomon Hibbert over on the hill here. Made the move this year over to Northcote from East Coast Base. So I believe he's playing his old team here. This one pops up, going back. And just out of reach of the catcher, Manu. See here, just flicks up. Good hustle, but out of reach. So McKissick. Talented young player, picked up a walk in the first innings. This one's high and off and running. They'll throw anyway. And the tag, just a little late as umpire Zhang gets the call for us. Right place, right time. This is a close play, even a ricochet off the back. Backhanded grab, and then you can see the legs well and truly in first. Next pitch is down low. And through the zone. You see Hibbert, so come on boys, let's go. Grand final time. So one down. Josh Murray now. This one just a little low. This one skids away. See the runner advance over to third base. So we're 60 feet away now. East Coast Bay is adding to their lead. They lead by 3. This one on the outside edge is perfect. That's where Caleb Taylor's been going, isn't it? That's the spot, man. If you can roll that one together. This one inside. So a hitter's count now for Murray. Bottom of the second innings. This one skids away. Murray will advance straight to second base. They look to make the play at home, and East Coast Bays have caught Northcote out here. And that's what you want. You want good base running, being aggressive, knowing the situation. It all starts with Murray here. Going down to first base. See the runner at 3. But he goes, I'm going to go. I'm going to put pressure on Northcote here. Northcote respond, we better throw at him. And as we do, the third base runner takes off. And he will come in to score. Good base running skills from East Coast Base. 6 runs to 2 now. Caleb Taylor now. Poised and ready to go. This one's a little high and outside. Just got to minimise those walks. Try and get the field to get the outs for you. And there's a good pitch. Right down Main Street. 3-1 the count now. Of course, Taylor taking the whole way there on that count. This one's outside. The runner will go to third base. So East Coast Base just off to a hot start here in the grand final. And that'll bring up the head coach from Northcote, Nick Lanigan, and allow East Coast Base to come together as well. And have a chat about the situation, calm things down a little bit, slow it down a little bit for them. And they just need 2 outs to get out of the innings and then look to try and score some runs themselves. It looks like we might make a couple of positional changes here and a pitching change by the looks. I see Tonga Drew's been given the ball. So we'll duck away for a quick break. This pitching change brought to you in the bottom of the second innings from Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the bottom of the second innings here. Northcote taking on East Coast Bays in the grand final of the under-15 boys division. East Coast Bays leading 6-2 at this point. And Solomon Hibbert will come out of the ball game. And in comes young Tonga Jury, who will take the mound here for the Northcote side. 4-run deficit. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out here in the grand final. Cooper Atkins steps in to go to work with a big first baseman banger. And this one's just away. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. Bottom of the second innings. 4-run lead to East Coast Base. This one flicks off and goes foul back. Cooper Atkins, a great young man. Looks like they're about to get underway over in level off field too. The HBC taking on Northcote in the under-11s grand final. This one pops up. And onto the roof it goes. Ground announcer on this one, Simon Lindsay, having a bit of fun out there in the stadium. So bottom of the second innings, 6-2. And Atkins gets on top of this one. Third baseman gets it. The throw is low though. And East Coast Bays have scored 2 runs here as we work our way through the bottom of the second inning. So a massive blow from Atkins, forcing the error of the third baseman here. And East Coast Bays, they will be gallant. See here, Hibbert just can't quite reach that low. And that one gets away, and in comes one, and then in comes two. So 8 runs to 2 now. East Coast Bay's off to a flyer in the grand final. This one pops up. Coming back for it, can't get there. There's Booker. They'll play to 2. The runner will look to score, and they will score. East Coast Bays, everything they touch right now turns to gold. You see this one flick up. And East Coast Bays draw the throw to second base. And boy, oh boy, aren't they happy for it. 9 runs to 2 now. That'll bring up the bat here. Another great baller for the for the East Coast Bays lads. Archie Jew, starting shortstop. So he comes on the outside edge. So in the hole now, Jew. Swing and a miss. So with 2 outs here, that'll pass the baton over to Jack Regan. Now he started this innings. Runners on scoring position and scored their first runs of this innings to Jack Regan. Shows bunt this time with 2 outs. What a play! He'll get saved at first. And East Coast Bays are not stopped scoring. And the second inning, another fine offensive play from the boys from the Bays. See here, beats it out. Surprise bunt, and the runner, he wasn't mucking around. And then he comes to score. Looking to steal, and he will get into the steal. The base runner all the way around the third base. To say East Coast Bays are being aggressive would be an understatement with the base running. 2 away here, bottom of the second innings. And gets some swinging on the outside edge. Nathan Gobbler, the right fielder for East Coast Bays. He's got all the gears. And a striker on the outside edge. That'll complete the innings here, but not before. Boy, oh boy, talking about some carnage, talking about some running. East Coast Bays put on a clinic, and they lead the ball game 10 runs to 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Got a great grand final going on here at East Coast Bays. They've got her going on. 2 runs by Northcote to start this game, and then as you can see, 5 by East Coast Bays at the bottom of the first and the bottom of the second. Gives us a scoreline, 10 runs to 2 at this point. Northcote will look to try and reply here in the top of the third innings, and they'll do that through Ginley Murray, Solomon Hibbert, and Fletcher Irvine. 1, 2, and 3. Caleb Taylor continues on the hill here for East Coast Bays. Young man works both sides of the plate, does Taylor. Really has an inkling for that outside edge. And Murray punishes this one, and through to the outfield it goes. And he's down at second base with a double. So Ginley Murray getting the job done here for Northcote. Positive lead off at bat. Hand it over now to the big, tall, original starting pitcher. That is Solomon Hibbert. And he slashes at this one. Just goes foul. Top of the third action. This one just skids away, and the runner will skid on down to third base. So 60 feet away is Murray. You can see Tonga Drury warming up on the outside there. Wasn't quite warm when he came in. Early substitution. It was 8 walks. Coach Lanigan had no choice but to make the change. And a good pitch by Taylor. There's that pitch on the outside edge. I'm impressed with it. Really, really are. Irvine. Can't catch up to that one. Fellas back. I'll just quickly grab a quick look at Diamond 2 for you. And it is HBC taking on Northcote. They're in the bottom of the first innings. And I believe Northcote have just scored their first run. So one came in, maybe it wasn't. A run. We'll see the scoreboard get updated later. Back to the action here on Diamond 1. Irvine now. Of course, you want to catch that action on Diamond 2, just head over to Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting YouTube channel, Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting, and you'll find them on the YouTube channel there for all the games on Diamond 2. One continuous stream from 9 o'clock this morning. We'll run all of the games on Diamond 2 level off field. They have a slew of games over there today. This one pops up, and it'll land in no man's land, and so Irvine will get the job done here. Murray comes in on the play, and Northcote pick up their first run of the third innings. Just what the doctor ordered. Asher Manu now. First pitch is away. Pick off down to first base. And he is out. A bang, bang play at first base here on the pickoff. Look at this arm, is good. And maybe the umpire thought his foot wasn't quite on the base. Not too sure. As you can see, there's the tag. And the foot is there by a fair way, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We have the super slow-mo for our benefit. Irvine is a race to first base. This one fouls off the bat of Manu. They go to ball out of the chute, so East Coast Bay is leading by 7 runs in the top of the third innings here. 2 away. Northcote with their back against the wall, really. Have to score each innings to get a chance to come back into this one. Yeah, a swing and a miss takes care of business. Not before we see some good play defensively, and Northcote grab 1 run on the back of Jenny Lee Murray getting on board, banged in by Fletcher Irvine. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more action here live from the grand final of the under-15 boys, Northcote, East Coast Bays. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the bottom of the third innings. East Coast Bays with a 7-run lead here. Boy, well, I've got one hand and half of the other one on the championship trophy right now. And a great grand final they have put together. They'll set up to bat here. 3 of their best ones. Cohen McDonough, Connor McKissick and Joash Murray. 1, 2, 3 here. As the boys are ready. On deck circle guy who's close. Whoop. Yeah, they was right beside each other, looked like on that shot. And they are spread apart just a little. Well, lucky for us, the Learjet got fueled up in time. And flying into the booth from Tahiti is Craig Fuller joining us in the booth. Kia ora, Craig.
How you going, mate? All good?
Yeah, man, all good. All good indeed.
I wish I'd come from Tahiti. Mate.
King of Tahiti, that's you, buddy. That's you. Mate, missed the earlier game today. The under-13 final was Navy versus Northcote. And a nice catch there. Navy versus Northcote in that game. Navy with the victory this morning, so they are the 2025 under-13 champions.
Oh, nice. Good on Navy.
Yes, indeed. Of course, partway through this grand final, and East Coast Bays off to a flyer, Craig, in this one.
Yeah,
they just come out of the blocks hot.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what happened there. I've just sat down and look at the score now and see it's 10-3. And we're still in the bottom of the third, so yeah, they're obviously off to a scorcher.
5 runs in the first, 5 in the second for East Coast Bays. I think 8 walks kind of didn't help Northcote's cause. And a number of errors as well, mate. But some really good base running from East Coast Base. Best base running I've seen from them in a long time.
Well, that's what you got to do, isn't it? Like, hey, listen, if you're going to get on base, you take the opportunity. The whole reason you're swinging that bat is to get out there, isn't it? So make the most of it. You're in the grand final. That's what you do.
Connor McKissick now, the lead-off batter for the side. A fantastic job.
Don't touch me, Chopper.
Okay. Not too sure where you're going with that. How about we go back to the game? McKissick here. Hard hit ball up the middle. Tough play, and it will skid through. And McKissick safely down the first base.
Nice hit. Nicely gloved in the centre field too. This young pitcher, I haven't had much to see of him, but I've actually seen him in the past in a few games, and he was usually throwing really, really good. So maybe just the pressure of the day in the final getting to him, or it just might be that East Coast Bays is playing exceptionally well, like you're saying. I
mean, a combination of both. There's a good kid, Tonga Jury, on the hill here for Northcote. He came in relief. Simon Hibbert started this game. But I understand young Tonga's carrying an injury at the moment. As they punched that one through the 5-6 hole, and I just notice he's not getting the same type of spin or velocity you would normally see from Tiger Jury.
No, that's it. So, and they seem to be sitting quite well now. We are in the top of the order, but yeah, they seem to be growing in confidence, which happens when you're 7 runs up after 3. So they can swing the bat knowing they've got nothing to lose really here.
Sure can indeed. As we see this one just outside to Caleb Taylor now.
Yeah, good thinking from the catcher, saw it. Got the ball out there, just a bit high. Wasn't able to get the tag down in time. Good call by the blue.
McKissick is quick, so he's in scoring position now. Third base, 60 feet away. This could score him. The player's out at first base, and they will score that run. Trying to get the second runner. He's safe at second base, but while we're on that play, East Coast Bays did play to run, the runner from 3 on this hit. And they will grab another run here in the grand final. 11 runs to 3. Talk about save your best to the last, Craig.
Yeah, tell me about it. And like you're saying just before, base running, they're taking the opportunities. You know, we've got 2 young teams out here still. So, yeah, he just took the safe out at 1. Might have thought about going to 2 then 1, but, yeah, you've got to give them the age and they're getting the catches and they're throwing the ball to the right spot anyway. So
that's the key, isn't it? They're throwing it to the right spot.
I like the fact he's not prepared to just sit back and get nervous and shut up shop here. The catcher, he's really have a go and chance his arm still.
Sure is indeed. The every fluid catcher is Asher Manu. This one's away. 3 straight balls to the slugger Atkins.
Yeah, they'll be pretty
Andre Botha, one of the under 13 kids. He's starting the outfield in the grand final for the 15s.
Shows intentions there with the. I see they've got the short fences up.
Yeah, they have. It's really cool how they've put the fences in today.
So he's hoping we see someone put one over. It'd be quite cool to see.
Yeah, we saw a couple last night, a couple of automatic home runs.
Yeah, we might just see one there.
Going back, baby, on cue.
And there we go.
It's a 2-run shot to the slugger, Cooper Atkins. An exclamation mark for the boys from East Coast Bays. Wow, baby, wow.
And rightfully so, he's got the biggest grin on his face, and why wouldn't you? Grand final over the fence. Enjoy it, mate.
Well, simply outstanding, and young Cooper Atkins, the slugger, did not miss it. Whammo! And this one's lifted out of the yard. And out of the yard he goes. Simply outstanding. And a celebration to ensue afterwards as he gets the trot around the bases. And his team is happy, I tell you. His team are happy. And look at that celebration, bud. Look at that.
Yeah, he's happy. It's good to see the getting a bit of fist pump from third base from Northcote with him as well. There, you know, good to see how they they all want to play, they all want to win, but they all show each other respect. And hey, you got the congratulations. He thoroughly deserved on that one too.
Good sportsmanship, a key to any sport. And of course, Toyuka softball, we love to see it.
The old grounds crew are happy they didn't put $100 on the fence this weekend because it might have cost them a fortune.
Yeah.
Oh.
And up, baby, up! Herbert reaches for the stars, pulls that one back in to take care of business, and boy, oh boy, something special happening here for them.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, well, they got a big ass. They've got to put some points on the board in this innings or else, don't they? So, but yeah, we've seen one home run. Might see some more the other way around. Let's see what happens.
Might see some more the other way around. We'll find out when we come back. Got a good one going. 13 runs to 3, as you can see. And Cooper Atkins just nails one in the innings. Well done, young man.
Next, mate. Number 2.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here. And boy, oh boy, East Coast Bays have been banging and banging and running all around the shop. And they lead 13 runs, a 10-run lead in the top of the 4th innings. That will mean Northcote will need to score at least 1 run here to continue in the ball game. 10 runs ahead after 4. We'll complete the game early. And I don't know if anyone saw this coming, Fuller.
Nah, this Northcote team's been very, very strong all season. And yeah, I think there's a lot of expectation on them. But hey, this is sport. This is what makes it so great in the day. Got a good young fella here, Jesse Donald, up to bat. So see what he can do.
Exactly, starting shortstop, followed by Quinn Brooker.
And there we go.
And he will dunk one just in behind first base. So lead-off batter on for Northcote, just what the doctor ordered.
They'll be desperate to hold on to these the outs and not let anything go silly, but also they need to be pushing these guys around the bases as fast as they can.
Sure will indeed. Quinn Brooker now.
Big swing at that one. Gets caught in the inside in that one, so that's 2 strikes on him now.
Just trying to find his rhythm and his range. And outside edge. Caleb Taylor has had that outside edge going all day, bud.
Yeah, they're just nice pitches coming through there, and the catcher's calling a good one.
So 1 away here. And this one fouls off Yondre Bortha.
See what he can do. Need to get that run around there at least. At least out to second, try to put some pressure, get this pitcher thinking about what's going on. And there they go.
Off and running the second base, and Donald is in safely. Top of the fourth action. Northcote need to score at least one run to continue in this ball game. Considering the game, 12:30 is scheduled to finish, so plenty of time. 10:30 start, and it's an hour and 30 game, Fuller.
Yes,
I'm not good at my math.
20 minutes, mate.
Okay, 12 o'clock finish, fair enough.
You weren't too good at school, were you?
Yeah, just under 20 minutes to go here, so plenty of time.
He just caught the tip of that, yeah, so.
They're going to need to score some runs, though, aren't they, Northcote, to get a chance in this game?
Yeah, they have to. And, you know, they're at the bottom of the order here, so if they can get around here unscathed, they might be able to bring a few more in, so.
Both up. This one comes through the top of the zone, and when I say the top, I mean the very tippy top.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I thought he did well to leave that one, but hey, Blues down there, you can see better than I can.
Yeah, and me too, bud, and me too. So Northcote down to the last out now, and it'll be the number 9 hitter, right fielder Kobe Manu.
And let's see what he can do, eh? Need desperately to get young Jesse around and get him home.
Swinging a miss on the outside edge. Caleb Taylor, one strike away from a North Harbour championship for the East Coast Base Small Sox here. A run rule of the final. Can they do it?
He's looking strong. And they have.
And right down the kitchen sink.
Ooh.
East Coast Bays, they get the victory here today. And a pat on the back. Congratulations. You've won, kids. You've won. Do we?
And they've won. Well-deserved win.
And
dominated.
It was indeed, Craig. A fantastic win for East Coast Bays. They win by 10 runs in the grand final to get her done. And the applause comes, and so it should too. The smiles are there on the dial. Congratulations to East Coast Bays. Mate, I know you're only here for the later part of it. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, hey, look, fortunately, it just looked like a very one-sided event. Not unfortunately, but yeah, unfortunately for the spectacle, both are good teams. I would like to see that closer. But hey, well done to East Coast Bays and well done to Northcote. They'll be disappointed, but that's like you say, that's sport, and they'll bounce back next year, and hopefully East Coast Bays comes back very strong next year as well.
Sure will indeed, as they take care of business. You can see 5 runs scored in the first and second by East Coast Bays, and then again in the third they pick up 3 runs. Northcote 2 in the first, 1 in the third, but today just not strong enough for this East Coast Bays. Congratulations to Northcote, the silver medalists for 2025. The gold and the spoils will go to East Coast Bays. And got to say, Caleb Taylor, he was outstanding on the hill today, keeping Northcote to 3 runs. He deserves the accolades today, as they will cheer on. They got her done, East Coast Bays. They got her done.
Yeah, thoroughly well done.
Of course, don't go anywhere. We'll have the prize giving in just a moment. Boy, oh boy, the final out, and you see the scorer pump their arm. The coach, you won, kids. You won.
They look like they're in disbelief, don't they?
Not every day you get a run rule victory in the grand final.
Well done, good on them.
Today they will. So, East Coast Bays are your 2025 victors, and it looks like we're going to go straight into the prize giving. Let's bring your girlfriend in, Craig.
Your mum, yep.
Oh, she didn't take the microphone down with her. It's right there. In the pouch. And she's going to do it barehanded. So we'll leave you guys with the replays of the game, and congratulations again to East Coast Bays. Before we go, we'll duck over to Diamond 2, and you can see they are in the top of the 4th innings, and boy, oh boy, look at that. HBC in the lead, 7 runs to 3 in the under-11s mixed grand final. So HBC got a good one going on over on Diamond 2, but
yeah, been a bit of a turnaround. I went over there just before I came in the booth here, and I think it was might have been 2-1 with Northcote leading this. HBC's had a good stick of form.
And we come back and we see the celebrations ensue for the boys at East Coast Bays. They are your victors for 2025. They're the winners of the Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here at North Harbour. The spoils goes to East Coast Bays. Congratulations, young men, and of course all of their coaches and management crew. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with the rest of the grand final day here. Oh, baby, it's going to be a goodie. Of course, we've got the reserve woman up next. That one's scheduled for 12:30, and the reserve men at 2:30. And after that, it is the premier men, the big dogs, come out to eat. And the last game of the day, that's at 4:30. Northcote Maroon taking on Waitakere Bears. Kia ora koutou katoa. Mā te wā. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next game. Reserve woman, 12:30. Kia ora.